So I just filled up with gas. And you know what? I watch these people pull up to the pump. And what they do is they pull up to the first pump, stop their car, leaving the pump in front of them vacant. Which makes people like me have to back up in front of them. Instead of just having the most basic of common sense of pulling up to the forward pump. And, you know, people might say you're being tedious, who gives a crap, this and that, but it's that kind of mindset, that kind of thinking that make stupid people. And I'm sick of, you know, having excuses for stupid people. And I know everybody out there thinks they're smart. Not everybody is. And when I say stupid, I'm using it loosely, that term, because everybody's stupid sometimes. I'm stupid sometimes. We all do stupid things sometimes. But little things in life, and like driving. So let's talk about driving for a minute. When you're in a line of traffic and you leave a huge gap in front of you, what you're not giving a shit about is the person all the way in the back that might have to like cross through or get over, and you're oblivious. You know, like you stop in traffic, or like you do what this asshole does and cuts me off. So I see he's going for the left lane, so I cut him off. That's my enduro racing taking effect. But anyway, you know, common courtesy would go a long way in this world if people would just kind of be a little more aware and not so stupid. But, you know, how does that work, you know? Like, you know, another thing, every night I leave work, right? And I get up to a 6-lane highway where I have to make a right onto, and usually there's a lot of traffic. So you get a line of cars there, and what everybody does, and I see this all the time, they get all the way over to the right side of the roadway. So now when they make the right, they have to make a real sharp turn, not allowing for an immediate acceleration. They hug the curb. So now when they make the right, they either clip the tire on the car on the curb, or they can't make the right into traffic because they usually have to go wider out in the middle of the roadway to do it. So when you're making a right-hand turn, what I do is I'm always as far left as possible, so I can cut the apex nicely, you know? I mean, maybe it's my racing history that kind of, you know, makes me drive like that. But like his basic things, stopping at a yellow light, you're an asshole. It's yellow. It means slow down. It doesn't mean stop. You know, another thing that bothers me, back to the getting on the 6-lane roadway when I pull up in a single lane of traffic. And I know it's hard to explain. I'd rather have like a chalkboard or a diagram, but when you're going to make a right turn and there's traffic, when you make a right turn, you're going to stay in the right lane when you get on that roadway, right? So why is it people wait for the person in the far lane to not be coming? Like they wait for no traffic. Like you got 2 open lanes in front of you you can turn into, you idiot. Turn into one of them. No. They hug that right lane, causing them to have to go a little wide. And then what they do is they find themselves having to go into the middle lane just to get on the roadway, but they say, screw it. I'm not going to go until there's absolutely no traffic. And then we sit there and wait on this one idiot who can't master turning skills. You know, it's like the most basic of things, the most simple. So I just get so angry with stupidity, and you see it everywhere. Like all day you deal with it at work, and then you got to get on the road home and deal with the traffic. Mind-boggling. And then you get the school bus, like right now in front of me. There's a school bus with yellow lights. Now I know that school bus is waiting for whoever's late. So it's yellow, not red, not a stop sign, yet Okay, they hit the stop sign right as I got here. But there's inevitably an idiot car who was sitting here at a standstill the whole time I was coming down this long stretch of road while the lights were yellow. Okay, so now the stop sign's done, and now we can go. Okay, come on, idiot, move in, let's go. I don't know. We're surrounded by stupidity, which leads me down a path of looking at the country and the state it's in right now. You know, it's mind-boggling that people don't get it. The old adage, conquer and divide, has been going on for millions of years. I don't know, hundreds of thousands of years. What do I know? But, like, you know, you watch everybody fighting and back and forth, and they're all at each other's throats. And, yeah, listen, we can all pick a side. And we can all say good and bad things about each side. Maybe more about one side than the other, but, you know, we can say good and bad about both sides. But until the world comes together as a whole, or at least the patrons in this country, let me focus, the patrons in this country come together as a whole and realize that the biggest problem in this world is the people running it. The people who are not held accountable for their actions. The people who get, I don't know, a $200,000 a year paycheck and own $10 million houses. The people who tell us what we can and cannot do with our money, our laws. The people who dictate that, you know, every time you go over a bridge, you got to pay more money. You know, if your inspection goes out for one day, you got to pay a ticket, and then there's a surcharge and everything else. I mean, have you ever been involved with the legal system? Jesus Christ. You want to talk, I mean, I've come to realize in this world that it's a cash cow. All it is a cash cow. You know, like regular schmucks going back and forth to work, getting tickets for stupidity. It's the biggest crock. It's horrible. But anyway, I realized, you know, the problem with the country is not all the idiots that are in it, because, listen, we all love a village idiot, you know, and it gives somebody who's lesser of an idiot something to look forward to. So I bought a couple of .coms the other day, and I want to put them to work because I believe that maybe there's a possibility, if enough people get behind this movement I'm going to attempt to push, I believe that it might be a force to be reckoned with. Like, if I get 10 million people to sign a document that says, yeah, we agree, maybe some of these people who are collecting a paycheck off of us will turn around and, you know, notice it. I don't know. So where I'm at now is, you know, I do what I do. Other people do what they do. I have to find someone to help me with this because I don't really know much about, you know, websites and all the rest of the nonsense. But I bought two .coms. FireAllPoliticians.com and FireEveryPolitician.com. And I would like to make a page where we can descriptively write our intention. My intention. The intention. The intention will be to have all politicians immediately get fired. However, we can't just throw them out in the street and, you know, start trying to find new people to take their place. We have to give them a shot at getting a job back because they know the ins and outs of everything, right? But there's a difference. The word accountability is something they know nothing about. So we have to change the rules a little bit. Like, there was a guy, I don't know, Santos, not Soros, I think his name's Santos. I don't know, I caught it somewhere, where this guy was a flaming idiot, moron, did a bunch of illegal stuff, supposedly. And they couldn't fire him. They couldn't get rid of him. It's so difficult to get rid of a politician, even if they're blatantly doing things wrong. And you know they're all blatantly, or most of them, 95% of them are blatantly doing something wrong. So anyway, what I want to do is I want to make this page. I want to give every American a voice to sign the petition to fire all politicians. And then I want to write like a, I don't know, a manifesto. Is that the right word? Like a like directions. Okay, we're going to fire them. But what we're going to do is you come back to work under different circumstances. There's a different rule for you now. No more getting away with what you're getting away with. No more becoming a millionaire because of what you do and not because of how hard you work, or, how you make your profit has to count, But anyway, we'll go into those details. What I want to do is I gotta find I get calls every day from these people. Hello, I'd like to help you with the website. So I'm gonna find someone to make a website, and I'm gonna put it out there, and I'm gonna try to get as many signatures as I can. And it's got to be like right down the middle. No far left stuff, no far right stuff, none of that. We want everybody to sign this. If for no other reason to get along with your opponents, this would be it. So ultimately, it's my guy. He parks in front of me every day. Well, I park behind him. Whatever, depends on who's here first. Anyway, so that's what I'm looking to do. FireAllPoliticians.com. Now I'm rambling, wasting time. FireAllPoliticians.com. FireEveryPolitician.com. I just wish I had somebody with time and money to get behind me to spearhead this and make it all happen. But I'll find somebody. There's some people that do this stuff that can help. But if we can get enough signatures throughout the country, and again, the whole point of it is we're not going to have rainbows. We're not going to have rebel flags. We're going to have everybody just sign it if you agree to fire all the politicians. Every one of them who's in office right now. Gone. Start fresh. You get rehired under different circumstances. Like if 5,000 people want you out of office, regular citizens, and they stand up and sign a bill and say, we want you out, you're gone. Power of the people. Give it back to the people. Instead of all of the BS. And like, these people get paid, they cause their own BS, and then they get paid to act on their own BS. Like, if there's a problem within the Senate, okay, we have to have a meeting, we have to get together. And they all get paid, and they have these meetings, and they all get together, and they all make money. It's bullshit. Total bullshit. Conquer and divide. And if we can grab a hold of this thing, man, what a world we could make this place be. So, enough rambling, enough BS. FireEveryPolitician.com, FireAllPoliticians.com. Let's see where it goes.